Welcome. In this video, we will build your first make.com automation. We are connecting Google Sheet to Gemini AI. What we are trying to do is to set up a Google Sheet that includes a topic and SEO keyword description. So what we want to achieve is for a specific topic, the Gemini AI will help us to generate 5 effective keywords that can be used to optimize the article. So this way, we are able to know how to structure our article and achieve the best content. So let me walk you through how the Google Sheet is to look like. Then we start creating our automation. So first of all, you need to have a Google account from which you can create a Google Sheet. Here is my Google Sheet with this title. The title can be anything depending on what you want. For this Google Sheet, there are different subsheets that are here. So the one we are focusing on is this sheet 4. You can give it any name of your choice, but in this case, I just want to use a simple name, sheet 4. So now in this sheet 4, we are going to be having a topic and SEO details. So whenever a new topic is added, the automation runs and we are able to generate the SEO details. Now, aside this Google Sheet, you are also going to need a Gemini API key. So before we dive into that, let's start building the scenario. Then once we get to a point of using the Gemini API key, I will walk you through how you can get your API key. Now, the reason why we are using Gemini here is because it has a free tier you can use. So this will enable you to use some of the free Gemini models without having to pay. So guys, let's start building the scenario. Let's head back to make.com. So this is the dashboard. So to start a new scenario, you are going to click on create scenario. So let's click on that. Now we want to start with Google Sheet. So we are going to click on Google Sheet. That is the module we want to work with. So I click on Google Sheet. Now in this module, we need to select the specific action we want to use. So in this case now, we are going to click on watch new rows. So that is whenever a new row is added, the scenario will trigger and every other aspect of the scenario will run. So let's click on watch new rows. Now we need to connect our make.com to our Gmail, from which we can now connect our Google Sheet. So first of all, you need to add your connection. So you just click on add and you click on sign in. So this will prompt you to sign into your Gmail account, which is very straightforward and easy. So once you're signed in, first you need to create the Google Sheet from your Gmail account. Just head to Sheets through your Gmail account, then you create a Google Sheet and you're good. So once you are done connecting your Gmail account to make.com, then you start filling the form. So now I already have my connection. I just select my connection, so which is this connection here. So the next thing is to select the search method. We are going to be searching by path. So you can either search by path or enter manually or select from all. So let's click on search by path. So this allows us to decide where we are searching from, which is going to be my drive. So we are searching from your Google Drive. So the next, we select the appropriate spreadsheet ID. So you are going to have different spreadsheets. So here, the spreadsheet I want to work with is this guy here. So if you name it your spreadsheet, you are going to click on your spreadsheet. So whatever name you give to the spreadsheet, that's what we are going to be using. So I pick on this first one. Now, the next thing is to select a sheet name. So those are the subsheets I highlighted earlier. So I select sheet 4, which is what I'm going to be working with in this video. So select sheet 4. Now, the table contains header, yes, because we have the topic and SEO details. So yes, it contains headers. So the rows A to Z, yeah, leave it like that. Then the limit, we want one entry per scenario. So once the scenario runs, we are selecting just one entry. So we just put the limit to 1. So once you're done with that, we click on save. So this part is to select the ID we want to start from. So we are starting from the first ID, so which is 1. Let's enter 1. So then we save. So this Google Sheet is already connected. Now the next thing to do is to add the Gemini AI. So click on that plus button. Then we want to search for Gemini. So we see Google Gemini AI. So what we want to do is to generate a response. So I click on generate a response under Gemini module. I click on generate a response. So once I click on that, we need to impute our connection. Now, for the first time, you will need to connect your make.com with your Gemini account via an API key. So to achieve that, you are going to click on add. So once you click on add, it will prompt you to enter your API key. Now, for the first time, if you don't have your API key, we are going to come to Google AI Studio. So once you come to Google AI Studio, you are going to click on Get Started. And once you click on Get Started, you are going to select your appropriate Gmail account you want to work with, and automatically you'll be directed to this page. So once you do that, you are going to click on Get API Key. So once you click on Get API Key, you'll be moved to this page where all your API key lies. So now you can create API key, or you have your default API key. So just click on Copy API Key. So once you click on Copy API Key, you move back to make.com and paste your API key here. Make sure you protect your API key because it's going to affect your usage. So once you are done connecting, you click on Save. So since I already have my connection, I just click on my appropriate API key. So I click on that. Now, which model are we working with? We are going to be working with the free model. So one of the free model is Gemini 2.0 Flash. So this is a free model that you can use. Your current API key gives you access to the free models only. So if you want to work with the paid models, then you need to purchase some credits. So we click on Gemini 2.5 Flash. So click on that. Now we need to add the messages. Now, what message are we adding here? You click on add item. The role is going to be user. We just want to add a user message. Then the part, we are going to click on add item. Then message type is going to be text because you just want to put a text. Then now we put our prompt. So I'm going to paste in the prompt now. So this is the prompt you are working with. You are a SEO expert. What are 5 effective SEO keywords that could be used to optimize an article about a specific topic? So now the topic is gotten from Google Sheet. So we are selecting topic A. So if I remove this topic, all I just need to do is come here, select the topic, and that's it. So we can now fill every other part and click on save. So response, we are expecting a text response. There is no need for media resolution. So every other thing can remain as is. Then we click on save. So once that is saved, we add the last module, which is Google Sheet again. That is, once we get the SEO details, we need to update the Google Sheet to pass in the content from Gemini into our Google Sheet. So you click on the plus button again, then select Google Sheet. So in this case now, we want to update a row. Click on update a row. Now you add your connection again. Since you already have your connection from the first module, then you just need to select the same connection. You select by path as well, my drive. Then we select the appropriate sheet ID, which is this one from my own case. Now the next thing is to select the sheet name. For my case is sheet 4, so I select sheet 4. Now what is the row number? The row number is the row number from the first module. Now, which part are we updating? We only want to update the SEO details. The topic will be pre-filled. Then we are updating the details. So the details is going to be the result from Gemini AI. So I just click on this result. Right. So every other part, we don't need them. So we just click on save. Now we need to test this and see that everything works perfectly. So click on save to save your scenario. Now, before we run this scenario to see if everything works fine, we go back to the Google Sheet. Now you can see that there is no topic available. If you go back to the scenario, we are watching new rows. So it means that whenever a new topic is added, then we trigger the scenario. So to achieve that, let's set a timer for our scenario. We want to schedule at a certain interval of time. So instead of running this every 15 minutes, we want to run it every 1 minute. So for every 1 minute, this scenario will trigger and check if there's a new row, then it will run the whole scenario. But if there's no any new row found, it will ignore. But once there's a new row, it will pick on it, then create the respective SEO details, then update the sheet again. Then after 1 minute again, the process repeats. And that way, our scenario will keep running as long as there are new rows added to the sheet. So let's click on save, activate scenario. So now our scenario is active. So for every 1 minute, it will check the sheet, it will watch for a new row. Once it finds it, it will generate the response, that is the SEO details. Then once that is complete, it will update the sheet by adding the SEO details. So let's add in a topic here. So here is my first topic, AI tools for productivity in 2025. So let's hold on. After 1 minute, the SEO details will be included in this sheet, and that way we are sure that our scenario is working fine. So in 1 minute, let's see what happens. Great, it's 1 minute already and the scenario ran successfully. So guys, that's how simple it is to set up your first automation. This was pretty easy and straightforward. I hope you found it interesting. Congratulations, you have built your first automation. In the next video, we'll break down the most important part of make.com: triggers, actions, routers, and filters. Let's go. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.